I hope that last night was moderately informing for our students. I think that the ladies had a really nice time, a really nice discussion, a really well-structured discussion. The guys who were with me were a little bit more rowdy, but I don't know, I think some truths were passed on last night. We started off talking about social media and how it's just a deal. Like, people like to get likes. People feel bad when they don't get likes. There's ways you can buy likes. You know, these kids are going to check their posts and see if they're getting likes, comments from your friends who are saying that you're hot, that you're fire, that they send the love eyes, the heart eye emoji. How they're just, you know, it's all about you know, you getting likes on your post. People even change the way they post just to get more likes, doing things to get more likes. If I post, I better not post this, people won't like it, etc. Where you're doing things, people can like you, your friends, your followers, all that social media stuff that no one's ignorant of. We all know these things, and really no one's immune to. I would even say that as the person who runs this Facebook page, like, I sure do want folks to like what we put up here. What if someone doesn't like it or comments negatively on it? What's going to happen? So not just students are vulnerable to this, but so are adults. So last night we started off talking about that. Let the students kind of get out their thoughts about how they view social media. Some students said that they don't have any social media, so they are irrelevant. Their social media footprint is zero. And I mean, they do miss out on some things. You know, a lot of students, I like to text high school students a lot to get them involved in our various things. We always put two safe environment trained adults on each text. So I would text with another adult, and we would text a student to let them know about our different events or to see if they're coming to an event. But more and more students are moving away from text, and they're getting more involved in Snapchat and DMs and things like that, which, you know, I'm definitely not going to get on Snapchat at this point and text students, or to get a hold of students. But that's how students mainly communicate, is via these different social media platforms. So these students that didn't have it, they were really on the outskirts. However, those that were in it, they did say, hey, yeah, it does. I do want to get likes on my posts. You know, one time I was getting 100 likes every post that I put up, and then I didn't post for a while. I posted again, and I got 30 likes, and I was like, what did I do that was wrong? What did I do? You know, like a kid, it's like a little bit of a crisis. You know, it's like a minor thing. You know, I'm sure that these people that are getting thousands and millions of likes, you know, these celebrities, it's unbelievable. But you'd have to think that it really does affect the way that you think. So use that and that mindset and that situation to really talk about like what a friend is. You know, we're Facebook friends, or I have this many followers, etc. Like, what a friend really is. Is it just this person that always tells you what you want to hear? Is it really someone that you don't even know that's liking your stuff? Is that really a friend? What is really a friend? And I brought up Aristotle. He's a famous guy. I'm sure many of us have heard of him, this Greek guy. But St. Thomas Aquinas really did enjoy a lot of the things that Aristotle had to say, and saw a lot of truth in the philosophy of Aristotle, and brought some of this thought into the Catholic Church. And one of these examples is his 3 types of friends. And there's a couple different ways to say how he described these friends. I would say it as this: a friend of utility, a friend of pleasure, and a friend of virtue. That's how I would say it: utility, pleasure, virtue. And the way that we described these to the students last night was a friend of utility, you know, in a student's terms, might be someone that you are friends with because you're in the same class with them, and you guys work on homework assignments together. Not that you're not friends, but really like the root of your friendship is you guys mutually helping each other out on this assignment. Like if you were assigned to a project together, like you're meeting up at the library all the time, you're doing these things during study hall, and you're combining on this project. Your friendship is based on this assignment. If you guys weren't assigned for this assignment, you probably wouldn't be friends, but it's mutually beneficial for you guys to achieve this assignment together. The next, another example, I guess, for adults would be, like, I use the idea of a mechanic. You know, like there's this mechanic out there who knows how to work on cars. I don't know how to work on cars, but he makes money by working on cars. So our friendship, I like the guy, he's a nice guy, but really our friendship is based on his ability to fix my car and my ability to pay him to fix my car. It's a necessary thing, and not a bad thing to enjoy this person's company and their ability to work on my car, but that's pretty much the basis of it. You know, it's nothing more than that. Another one would be, the second one would be friends of pleasure. This would be a little bit deeper, where you have a shared passion. So obviously for students, it's our extracurricular activities or games, you know, things that we enjoy, whether it's show choir, whether it's regular choir, whether it's basketball, baseball, gymnastics, dance team, video games, whatever it might be. Like you each have this passion, in your relationship centers around this passion. That's pretty much what you guys talk about when you get together, and it's the basis of your guys' friendship. Also, not a bad thing. You know, it's a good thing to have shared likes with people, but once that thing has been removed, then it goes away. I think that many of us have seen this in our lives when we've become disinterested in certain activities. The friends that we had that centered around those activities were no longer, you know, not that we didn't like them still, but they weren't really one of our closest friends. The final one was a friend of virtue. Well, this is someone that really cares about your life, that is willing to tell you hard truths. And we see that, you know, like the people that you go to when things get bad. Not people that you go to when you're at school necessarily, or when you're just having a good time, but when things really get bad, who do you turn to? And at least in the guys group, again, you know, we'll see how much of this they retain. But, you know, these are the ones that you really count on. And I would say for most students, like, you know, many of the students wanted to say they had a lot of friends like this. But I would say the older you get, you start to realize more and more that it's probably less than a handful of people, if that. Many people would say that adults, such as us who listen to this video, we wouldn't even have 5 friends we could count on. You know, that you could really count on when things were down, like that you would go to when you were having a bad time. Like, do you have 5 friends that you could go to and would have your back in a situation like this? Which, that says something about our society when we don't have that number of friends. You know, we can't count on that many people because we are, even though we're very connected, we're very disconnected as well. And hopefully the students grasp some of that, you know, like to really take stock into who are my true friends. You know, are my friends people that I see on the internet? Are they the friends that I'm in class with? Are they the friends that I do, you know, activities with? Or are there people in my life that I can really truly count on, that really truly care about me, are willing to support me in no matter if things are good or if things are bad, but they're there for me no matter what. Again, I looked over at the girls and they're like having this in-depth conversation about friends, and I'm just trying to keep these guys on track. So if you had a girl that was here last night, congratulations. If you had a guy, well, he was here. So anyways, we're going to meet again next weekend, and then we're going to take 8 days off until our party on the 23rd. So I'm excited for that trivia night party. But one more on the 22nd, and then we're going to meet up again on the 30th. Have a great preparation for Christmas.